Hi all, it's Sonia here from Sonia's Mixed Media, and today I'll be showing you some of my finished colouring book pages. These are from some of my colouring books that I don't mind tearing the pages out and collecting in this folder. Also, I have got free downloadable colouring pages in here as well, and I've got a whole heap that I want to show you that you could download for free off the internet. I thought this might be useful for people who love seeing all the colour books that you can get but might not necessarily be able to afford them. It can get really expensive if you get quite addicted to it and you want all different images to colour. So I thought it might be helpful to show you what sort of things you can get for free on the internet. I've got a little bit of those I can show you. Now this one here is a steampunk girl. This was from Dover Publications. I downloaded for free, and I believe it's from their steampunk book. I'm not sure if it's Steampunk Fashions or I'm not quite sure, but one of the steampunk books. I just printed this out on normal copy paper, and as you can see, she turned out really nicely. I do not have a problem with colouring on normal printer paper at all. The colour pencil worked fine to me. It blended okay. I'm really quite happy with it. For this one I used my Prisma pencil, and I also used my Polychromos, and I also used a bit of Derwent Inktense with a marker blender. And that way I didn't get any water on the page by using the blender pen, and that's why there's no crinkling or anything to this page. And I really enjoyed this one. I love doing her hair red. It's the first time I've done red hair, and I really enjoyed doing the kind of goldy type instruments on her hat and the clocks and the bird, and it was really fun to do this one. So that's that. I have shared that on a few of the groups I'm in on Facebook. Sorry, I just had a wobble of the camera there. The next one I've got to show you is a Sarah Kay design. Now you can get Sarah Kay designs for free on the internet. All you have to do is Google Sarah Kay free printable pages, colouring book pages, and a whole heap of different little girls will come up. They are absolutely gorgeous. They're old-fashioned. It reminds me of my childhood. It reminds me, I'm not sure if she's the lady that does Strawberry Shortcake or whether this is Strawberry Shortcake. I'm not really sure because I wasn't really into Strawberry Shortcake, but it just comes up Sarah Kay. So if you know anything more about Sarah Kay, please let me know if she is involved with Strawberry Shortcake, because that's very much what she reminds me of. And I coloured this with a very light hand with Prisma pencil, and I did this in front of the TV, and I really enjoyed it. And I did it in a really soft shades of colours, and I really like the way it turned out. And I'm absolutely in love with these Sarah Kay images. Now I did look up if there was any Sarah Kay colouring books, even if there was children's ones, and I could not find any. So for now it's just the free printable pages. I'll just put that to the side, it's too hard to get in. Now this one here, I won't take out the cover, but this is from my Doodlers Anonymous colouring book, which I pull out the pages from because the Doodlers Anonymous Epic Colouring Book, is by I think 90 or so different artists anyway, so it's not all by the same artist, so I don't mind pulling the pages out. This is obviously Little Red Riding Hood. Oh, I'll pull it out. Here we go. This is Little Red Riding Hood with the wolf, and actually, by the looks of it, they are quite happy with each other. And for this, I used black paint for the background. I used Prisma pencil, and I also used some markers, and here I use sparkling H2O watercolors, which actually have a little bit of shine to them and sparkle, and I really enjoyed that. This is the first page that I did in the Doodlers Anonymous colouring book, and I really love this one. Some more Doodlers Anonymous pictures here. I did this one. Again, I used acrylic paint, some pastels, markers on this one as well. And this one, again, Doodlers Anonymous. This one was really cute and fun to do. I had fun doing this. It was just really cute. So again, just this was Prisma pencil and markers, and the background was already black. And at the bottom of each page, they have the actual artists that did that page. They are double-sided. So what I have done is when I put them in my folder sleeves, I don't put anything on the back of this in case I decide that I want to colour that page. So another Doodlers Anonymous here. This was just again with my paint, acrylic paint for the hair, and the coloured pencil as well. So they're really cute. They're just really fun, whimsical designs. And the last one I did from there was this one. And still probably do a background on this. I just haven't got around to it, but I just had fun blending different blues for that one. So if you're into like cute whimsical designs, I highly recommend it. It's a really good book. And there's one. I think if you watched Dee Dee Willingham, you probably would have seen her do that one. This is the first colouring page I ever did when the colouring book phase came out in Australia. So I did this actually about 2 years ago. I don't really like it. It's very dark. I don't know why I did a really dark background on it. But yeah, just out of one of those generic animal books where they've got all this doodling inside. And then I have this one which doesn't fit inside my sleeves, so I've just put some holes in there and just put it in like this. But this is from my Paris Night and Day book. This is just all done with markers and a little bit of pencil in there, but I don't really like how this turned out. I was really just kind of not in the mood that day for colouring as much, but I did want to colour in this book. But yeah, not really fond of this one at all. And then this one here is just from the, if you Google free colouring book pages, there's a site that has hundreds of colouring book pages on it for adults. And this is one off of, no, I'm wrong, sorry. I've just noticed the perforated edge. This is not one that I printed. This is out of a book. I've written on the back, Colour the Creative Way to Unwind. So it was actually out of a book. And that's one I did there. markers and pencil again for that one. Now, I did promise you that I would show you some pictures I have downloaded just to give you a bit of a idea of what you could possibly get. Now, Creative Haven, if you Google that, or you Google Dover Publications, or if you go on Pinterest, you will find so many colouring book pages for free. Now, some are a bit dodgy and they may not actually be free ones, and people have put them on and they shouldn't be putting them on. So you've got to be careful what you actually download, because some, I swear, they're pictures taken from an artist's colouring book and they've put them online for people to do, and I don't think they have permission to do that. But most of these are samples from Dover Publications or Creative Haven, which are free samples for you to try and see before you buy the book. And they normally give you 3 or 4 sample pages from the book, which is a really nice thing to do. I also heard that Bennett Klein, if you sign up to his Facebook group, I think it's every Friday, he will put a free colouring book page, and it's up for about 24 or 48 hours. If you miss it, too bad, you don't get it. But if you do go online and it's there, you can download that for free. But I haven't as yet done that. Now, this one again is from Creative Haven. Now, I can't tell you exactly which book everything is from because I can't actually remember, so you're going to have to do a bit of research. But this was kind of like a mythical type creature one, and I thought this was really, really cute. It's like a little nasty kind of looking wizard. I'll just put them down. Okay, so this one again from Dover Publications, and I believe this is Sydney, and I downloaded this one because it's very much like the Magical City. So I don't know if that may be hooked up with the same artist, I'm not sure, but I downloaded this one because the Magical City, I believe, I'm not 100% sure, but I don't think it has anything from Australia in there. So this is actually called Sydney. So I really like that one being Australian. This one I believe is from their springtime images book. So with all the tulips in the house, and I just thought that was a really nice one to do in the springtime, maybe some colouring outside. Now this is one I got from Pinterest. Now this is one of those what I call a little bit maybe dodgy ones. I'm not sure. It has this down the bottom. I can't, Bergsma.com. I'm not really sure. It's a little unicorn and a little child, but when I printed it out, it did come out kind of blurry, so that makes me think that maybe it's one of those that shouldn't really be classed as a free download. I've got this off of Pinterest, but normally that's a sign if it comes out kind of blurry. It's probably not supposed to be free. I'm not really sure with that one. I just did that today. I thought I would show you. This is another one that I got off of Pinterest. It has the lady's, the name. Again, if you look up free colouring book pages on Pinterest, you'll get hundreds of these things. But at the same time, I mean, I'm only using this for myself. I'm not selling it. You know, I'm not doing, all I'm doing is colouring it and keeping it for myself. So I can't see a real issue with that. This one again is from Dover Publications. And I believe this is from maybe their 19 50s colouring book. And yeah, I really love 50s fashion, and that one really appealed to me. So as you can see, there's a really wide variety of colouring book pages you can just download. You do not need to spend hundreds of dollars on artist colouring books if you cannot afford it. Now these are these cute Sarah Kay ones I was talking about. I just absolutely adore these. I think they're so gorgeous. So there she is. She's kind of almost like Cinderella. And she's brooming the floor. So here I've got, it's of educationalcoloringpages.com. This one came out a little bit lighter, but I actually don't mind because I like doing the light colouring with it. That's another Sarah Kay. And another one. She has her little cat friend with her a lot of the time. And this one came out much better as well. She is with her chickens. And then we have this one again by Dover Publications. I think this might be from the Antique Dolls. I'm not really sure about this one, what book it is, but it's definitely by Dover Publications. And then the last one I've got to show you at the moment is just Snow White. I mean, this is this is meant for kids, I think, this one, but I just thought it's really quite pretty. And it's worth looking at some of the children's colouring book pages because a lot of them are very much the same as what you get in some of the artists' adult colouring books, and there's not much difference at all. So please do go ahead. So again, this was from the educationalcoloringpages.com, and there is a lot of different sites with free colouring book pages. You can look up adult colouring book pages or just look up colouring book pages in general and go through the children's section as well. And that's all I have for you today, but I just wanted to show and share those with you. If you do just colour in like Prisma pencil or polychromos, have a try in a normal printer paper, because I really don't find it really that much different than some of the colouring books. Give it a go, and you don't have much to lose. Okay, have a great day, everyone. Do some colouring. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will chat to you later. Bye.